Hello everyone, myself Pavitra Vayus from Department of Information Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. As of now, I am pursuing in my 6th SEM. Now, I am going to explain about non-conventional energy sources. The contents which I have chosen are the definition of non-conventional energy sources, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, advantages of non-conventional energy sources, disadvantages of non-conventional energy sources, conclusion. What is non-conventional sources of energy? The sources of energy that are continuously replenished in the nature and are abundantly available in the nature are known as non-conventional sources of energy. They are called so because till now they are not used extensively in our daily life. These energy sources do not cause any kind of pollution in the environment. Some of the examples of non-conventional sources of energy are solar energy from the sun, wind energy from the winds, tidal energy, and then the biogas. Here are some pictures of non-conventional energy sources. The first one indicates the windmill, then the solar panels, the last one is the tidal energy. What is the solar energy? The energy or the solar energy is a type of energy which is generated by the sun. Solar energy can be harnessed directly or indirectly for human use. Solar energy is a renewable resource. That is nothing but it is a non-conventional energy resource, and many technologies can harvest it directly for use in schools, homes, hospitals, etc. Some solar energy technologies include photovoltaic cells and panels, concentrated solar energy, and the solar architecture. What is a solar panel? A solar panel is a device which converts the light from the sun, which is composed of particles of energy called photons, into electricity that can be used for the power electrical loads. Solar panels can be used for a wide variety of applications like the remote power systems for cabins, telecommunications equipment, remote sensing, and for the use of production of electricity for residential and commercial solar systems. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of solar energy. Some of the advantages of solar energy are it is a renewable energy resource. Solar energy is immensely abundantly available. Solar technologies are getting more efficient day by day. Solar panels are getting cheaper. Solar life cycle generates minimal green gas emissions so that it does not affect the environment in any manner. Some of the disadvantages of solar energy are solar energy is still expensive for households. It is weather dependent. That is, the solar energy is not available during the seasons such as winter, rainy, and so on. It is only available during the daytime. Solar power plants are not the most environmentally friendly option. Now, let's move on to wind energy. Wind power or the wind energy is mostly the use of wind turbines to generate the electricity. Wind power is a popular renewable energy sources that has a much smaller impact on the environment than the burning fossil fuels. The wind is produced naturally when the sun heats the atmosphere from variations in the surface of the earth and from the planet's rotation. Wind can then increase or even decrease as a result of the influence of the water bodies, forests, or the other vegetations and elevation changes. Wind patterns and speeds vary significantly across terrain as well as seasonally, but some of those patterns are predictable enough to plan around. Here comes the advantages and disadvantages of wind energy. Some of the advantages of wind energy are: it is clean and it is available abundantly in the nature. It is cost effective. The price of wind energy continues to decrease as the technology improves. Turbines are an efficient use of land. The wind energy helps the rural economies and as well as it supports the agriculture. The disadvantages of wind energy are: it has a variable energy sources, that is, it needs wind to work. Not the most aesthetically pleasing. The turbines can be loud in addition to potentially being an eyesore. The construction can cause local disturbances, can negatively impact on the local wildlife if not carefully designed. If these wind energy sources are not designed carefully, it can impact on the local wildlife. What is tidal energy? Tidal energy is a renewable energy. That is nothing but it is a non-conventional energy sources that harnesses the power of ocean tides to generate electricity. Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun on the earth, creating a cycle of high and low water levels. Tidal energy can be captured by using turbines, barrages, or other devices that can convert the kinetic energy or the potential energy of the water into electrical energy or the mechanical energy. Tidal energy is more predictable and reliable than other sources of non-conventional energy resources, that is, the wind or the solar energy, as the tides occur twice a day regularly, regardless of the weather conditions. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of the tidal energy. Advantages are: it is environment friendly, a highly predictable energy resource, that is, it is available twice a day regularly, regardless of the weather conditions. High energy density, operational and maintenance costs are low and inexhaustible sources of energy. Some of the disadvantages are: high tidal power plant construction costs, negative influence on the marine life forms, that is, the marine lives like fish, etc., are negatively impacted. Location limits, there is a limitation for the locations. The variable intensity of the sea waves. Now, let's see to the advantages and disadvantages in whole of non-conventional energy resources. The advantages are: no fuel cost, that is, the renewable energy resources provide the energy continuously. Hence, these are cheap sources of energy and it does not use any kind of fuel, which makes them favorable over other sources of energy. Pollution free and it is eco-friendly. It does not cause any kind of pollution in the environment. Simple design. There is no complex kind of designs in these constructions. Lower maintenance cost. It does not cost very high. Maintenance cost is very low. Available at load center. These plants can be installed remotely and at locations which is completely off-grid. Hence, better choice for single plant use. Some of the disadvantages of non-conventional energy sources are: high initial cost. Though the maintenance cost is very low, but the installation cost of these energy resources is very high. Thereby, these are the major disadvantage. Low energy density. Low energy density is another problem these plants have. Energy per unit area is very small in these plants, which makes them big in size, and hence large area is required for the installation. It is seasonal. These sources are seasonal in nature, like the solar energy is not available in seasons like rainy and during the winter days. Hydro energy is not available in the dry days. Now, what is the conclusion of non-conventional energy resources? The importance of this kind of energy resource is thus gaining momentum in the country as well as in the state. India is now one of the countries implementing various programs on the promotion and the utilization of these kind of energy resource, that is the renewable energy resources. The private participation is also solicited in some of the areas like power generation and solar heating systems. To become more effective in the promotion, NGOs, commercial and non-commercial institutions elaborating the importance of the conservation of the conventional sources of energy and the need for supplementing them with non-conventional sources. Here I end up with my topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.